What's up, guys? Welcome to Now Loading for this week of, it's going to be September 25th. I am your host today, Johnathan Paul. I'm sitting in for Alex Thompson, who is getting married. And who is on his, I think he's on his honeymoon right now, correct?
Possibly.
Okay, I think he might be on his honeymoon. So I'm joined today with Christian Mason, and we are going to drop some knowledge, some video game knowledge today. So Christian, you want to kick it off with, what's our first game?
First game
this week?
For the week of September 25th is Cuphead, long awaited. Yeah.
Yes. So stoked for this. I am very stoked for this.
I remember watching the original trailer many years ago.
Right.
And it's been a long time in the making, but we're here. It's coming out very soon.
Right.
For those of you that may not know, it is a run and gun platformer.
Right.
Single and multiplayer. And I think the big draw for everybody is that it has a very unique style of animation.
Right. Right. We were talking about that just before we got on the show. Right.
Yes, it's styled to look like a 1930s cartoon.
Right.
And actually all drawn by hand.
Okay, so all of it was drawn by hand.
Yes.
None of it was kind of...
That's what I read.
Okay.
Now, from what I read, they did color it. They used it using technology like Photoshop and things like that, but it was all hand drawn.
Mm-hmm. Right. See, that's cool.
Yeah, I think that's it, and it really, once you take a look, I'm sure there'll be a clip or something here, it sets it apart. It sets it apart from other games that have also been hand-drawn. I remember, I think episode 4 last week, I talked about Wario Land Shake It, which was also hand-drawn. Right. But even compared to that, very different. It looks like an old cartoon. It's genuine.
It even has that kind of grain to it.
Yeah, there's a nice patina, if you will.
It feels like it's coming off of like an old tube TV.
Yeah.
Yeah, from like the 70s or something like that.
It's just pretty. And I think it's going to be one of those games that you actually don't have. I mean, I think you could watch a friend play this game and just be entertained. Right. Visually.
Right. You don't have to play it.
Yeah, to enjoy it.
Right. That was kind of like Contra was that way.
Yeah, it looks like that in a way.
Right, where it'll be cool. It'd be awesome if they do the dual split screen where you can have two players play, or if you're, playing two players and it's just the same screen. Yeah. That would be cool. Because I remember Gunstar Heroes did that for the Sega Genesis, and that was amazing. Yeah. It was so fun.
I think it's one screen.
One screen.
Unless they change that. Okay. I know a couple things have changed through each trailer release.
However many years now it's been.
Yeah.
When, because they first kind of announced this back, I want to say like 2015.
It's been 2 or 3 years, yeah, for sure.
It's been a while. I know we've been waiting a long time.
And I've been excited every step of the way, but I actually forgot about it for a year. And then I was like, Cuphead, right. But yeah, it's going to be pretty fun. And actually, we were looking this up earlier. It's going to be $20.
Okay.
It's going to be on the Xbox One and PC for starters, and hopefully Mac later.
Okay.
I don't think it's going to make an appearance.
And it's not going to make an appearance on Nintendo Switch or PlayStation 4, I'm assuming.
Right now, no. I think it would actually be great on the Switch.
Right.
I think that's...
Especially with the handheld.
Yeah, and since it's a two-player game, I think it would do really well on the Switch, control-wise, but...
Because that would be great. I mean, if you were playing a two-player with the Switch control and you're just kind of hanging out with a friend and you guys can kind of jump in, on the Switch, that'd be awesome.
They might work. I mean... I'm just grateful it's happening finally.
Right.
Maybe down the line they'll add something.
It's finally coming out. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, that was the other thing too. We were talking about the kind of the retro feel. I mean, they are taking that to the nth degree, because even the audio sounded like it had kind of that dirty kind of old phonographic, kind of sound to it. Yeah. Even some of the characters we were watching, and you get into that one place where you can go and buy items.
Yeah,
the guy talking to you sounded like he was from like an old, 1920s, 30s Disney cartoon.
Right. It sounds like the VHS tape that you have of these old cartoons that you've watched 100 times, and it's not doing
grainy,
great.
It's dirty. Right. Yeah, and you even mentioned the animated backgrounns.
There's detail. There's a lot of detail in this.
Which is really cool, for sure. Yeah. Oh, awesome. Sweet.
But yeah, there's also going to be expansion packs, is what they said. So.
Okay. And what day does it come out again?
It comes out September 29th.
September 29th.
On Xbox One and Windows.
Sweet. Yeah. I'm going to have to get that one. Yeah. It's going to come out on Steam, correct?
Yes. Okay. That'll be the Windows platform, I think.
Sweet. Okay, so
what do you got?
My game. I've got one that's been out for a long, long time.
All right.
But I've got Fallout 4 Game of the Year Edition. Don't ask me why the Game of the Year Edition is coming out now, 2 years after the game has been released. But we're finally getting the Game of the Year Edition. And essentially what you're getting is you're getting all of the DLC.
Okay.
Packaged in with the Game of the Year Edition. This game, I don't know, you said, I don't think you said you played this one.
I haven't played Fallout 4. Okay. I've actually played the, pretty much, I don't think I played, is it?
3?
I played 3 and I played 1. I think I missed 2.
Like
I think
the old overhead? Yeah. Those were great on the old PCs.
Sure.
Yeah, those were fantastic. Fallout 4 is a beast. It's one of the best games I think I've ever played.
Okay.
It's just really good from top to bottom. Really solid visuals, amazing gameplay. I mean, the gameplay's solid.
Yeah.
You know, because they hammered out those details during, Fallout 3.
And New Vegas, too.
Right, and New Vegas, exactly. So, no, this game is just super, super solid. The story's... I liked the story quite a bit.
Sure.
And I've beaten it twice. I beat it for the PlayStation 4, beat it for the Xbox One. And I did that so I could test out and mess around with the mods. Because now, you can do all your modding. Bethesda games allow mods on PlayStation 4 and Xbox One.
Through their system.
Through their system, right. And so I did mods on the PS4 and then I did mods on the Xbox One. And I gotta say the mods on the Xbox One were better.
Okay.
For Fallout 4. So, but yeah, this one includes all the DLC. And that's pretty much it. There's going to be a few Pip-Boy collector's editions out there,
figures.
But yeah, with some cool stuff that you'll get extra. But other than that, it's pretty much just the DLC. So that kind of brings the question: is it too late to release the Game of the Year edition now that it's 2 years after it released?
I mean, there might be some people that still haven't picked it up. I mean, I haven't picked it up.
Maybe they just picked up the standard game, but not all the DLC.
The DLC, but I don't know if that's worth the full price point.
Is it? I mean,
for all,
and that's going to be hard to justify that, I guess. I mean, because I have the game, and I have I have 3 of the DLC.
Yeah. Right?
So I have Nuke World, I have, and I can't even remember what the other ones I have. I have 2 others that I bought.
Not Far Harbor.
No. I don't have Far Harbor, no. But I've got those, so, I mean, I have to sit back and say, okay, well, is it worth it for me to spend X amount of dollars on, buying the Game of the Year edition, which is probably going to be $60?
Right.
Or is it going to be worth it just to go and buy those individual DLCs? It's a hard sell. It's especially 2 years
out. Yeah,
right.
I don't know. I don't know.
Right.
I mean, personally, if I'm at the point where I finally get a PS4, maybe.
Right.
I think me personally, I'd probably just get the standard game because it's going to be like $20.
Right. What would be cool, and we were talking about this before, especially with the digital side, because I see more and more people just buying games digitally, right, and not going out and buying the physical copy,
disc,
right. So it would be cool that if they had some sale like this, or where they packaged everything in a Game of the Year edition, and let's say you were day one and you bought the day one edition of Fallout 4, and then they packaged all this stuff together at a discounted price. Man, that would be awesome if they started offering you as a day one,
incentive.
Purchase. Right, yeah, you'd get it at a massive discount, or, maybe you bought 3, but now that we've packaged all this other one, you'll get the other 2 or the other 3 for, maybe 15% off.
Right.
Or 20% off or something like that.
I feel like that brings us to a whole other conversation of pre-order incentive, which we'll have to do another time, I'm sure, but I mean, maybe. We'll see. We'll see how it sells.
Right, for sure.
But it is a good game from what I've heard.
Right. And that's coming out, that's going to come out, I think it said on the 26th.
Okay.
If I remember. That one's going to come out on the 26th. And this one is just for the Xbox One that I've seen.
Okay.
So I haven't seen, they didn't show us if they had a PlayStation 4 version. So I'm imagining it's going to be a rollout, a slow rollout between the 2 consoles, I would imagine.
Interesting.
I would love to see Fallout 4, though, come out for the Switch.
They're doing Skyrim, so I don't see.
Skyrim, yeah, and I
maybe
wonder if that Skyrim is going to be. Is it going to have everything included, or is it going to be the Game of the Year edition for Switch, or is it just going to be the standard game?
I would hope by this point
it would be all of it.
Yeah,
all the DLC.
That game's been out.
Oh man, years now.
There were kids that were born the same year that game was out, and they're talking and walking and doing things now. Like
for sure,
it's
for sure.
Hopefully.
Sure. Okay, cool. What we got on news today, man?
News today. Recently, hackers, in a good sense this time, have got into the Nintendo Switch. They've gotten into the firmware, and they found something interesting. There is a file, from what I've read, called Flog, which, if you reverse, is golf.
Is golf.
So basically, former Nintendo president Iwata, who died in, I believe, 2015, coded golf for the NES.
Right.
And as a tribute to them, I guess someone in Nintendo has put golf into the Switch. It's not...
It's just kind of embedded in the
If you go buy a Switch, it's in there.
Okay.
It's not really something you can play. It's not like a free game. It's not like a virtual console thing. It's really hard to get to and to do.
Right.
You have to... First off, you can't be connected to the internet, ever. You could never have been connected to the internet.
Because I guess an automatic update would essentially wipe that out, I would imagine.
Yeah, I think either it wipes it out or it gets it on an actual time clock. Because the trick is you have to turn on the Switch and do the next steps on July 11th, which is the day he passed away.
Okay.
And then I believe might be another step or two, but you have to recreate his hand motions. That's what I saw. It seemed pretty legit. I could be wrong.
I mean, that's actually kind of cool, man. That there's this little Easter egg hidden within the Switch.
Yeah.
Right.
And I guess it's just an homage to former president. Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
And I guess it's just really interesting to me that they did something like that.
Right.
At first, when I read it, I was like, "Oh, NES Golf, maybe we're at the Virtual Console," but I think it's actually a little more sentimental and meaningful than that.
That's still, I mean, having that kind of Easter egg in there, right? If people find that out before they, connect their console to the internet, I'm sure there's going to be thousands of people that, oh man, let me just try and
do it now before we get going. I wish I had known. I think it just would have been cool to try, but
maybe we can test it out on Alex when.
Do not connect
Don't connect it to the internet, Alex.
Yeah, we need that fresh.
Exactly. Well, cool. Well, then that's going to be it for this episode of Now Loading. I'm Johnathan Paul. This is Christian Mason. Be sure to make sure and check out PopNerdTV.com for the latest video game news and updates. Also, make sure and check us out on Facebook and Twitter and Instagram. Christian's going to be hopping on Instagram for us pretty soon, so make sure and check us out there and connect with us there. And be sure to check out the PopNerdTV.store. We've got those awesome pillows.
They are amazing pillows.
We've got to put pillows here, and we got to get t-shirts and hats. We're going to do that.
And leggings.
Right.
You can't see them, but who knows?
Right, which is crazy. But make sure and check all that stuff out, and like and subscribe to our YouTube channel. And we thank you for watching, and we'll see you next week. Bye, guys. Our Retro Rewind.
Retro Rewind going back September 28th.
September 28th.
1998.
Man, so we're going back.
Yeah, it's been a hot second. Okay. We've got it right here. Is the release of the North American release of Pokemon Red and Blue, which, as we all know, it's a pun.